Hello, everyone. Welcome to another night of FLV. Tonight we have Pat versus bRATz. I'm not casting tonight. I'm an observer, but our caster is a little goober and not here yet. Oh, speak of the
there he
devil.
is.
Welcome, entry.
Welcome.
You can take over now.
Yeah, we're live. Okay, he's
I
quiet.
don't think he's here. He's not here.
That's fine.
I'm observing tonight. GoHawks is the man behind the screen, and Bobby and Entry are going to be casting.
Hi. We're all
Technically,
behind the
yes.
screen, actually, yeah.
We are all behind the screen, but GoHawks is the man behind everything right now.
Nah, he's the man behind the stream.
Yeah. I have a list. Leave me alone. He said, "Oops." I'm gonna get started on map bans here soon.
What are you doing, Bobby?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Nothing much. What about you?
For casting.
Oh. Yeah. I was just gonna try to play it.
All right.
Like, just, let's see this. Okay, so first one, bRATz is banning Abyss. And then Plant and Panic bans Haven. Okay. bRATz is picking Split. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen a lot of the games, but from what I've seen, Split wasn't the most popular one. At least during like the regular season. I don't know about playoffs. Plant and Panic is they're taking a little bit of time with this pick. And they picked Sunset. Okay. So we're getting a map 1 Split, map 1 Sunset. So Bind, Corrode, and Pearl just left now. Seems like there's some deliberation going on behind this second ban from bRATz. And they picked Bind. Okay. And it's looking like our decider is going to be Pearl. Plant and Panic bans Corrode for their last one. And we're getting bRATz on attack for Split for the first half. Plant and Panic starting on defense. And for map 2, it's going to be Plant and Panic starting on defense for the first half. bRATz on attack. All right, so bRATz is starting attack on all 3 maps. Okay. That's pretty cool.
All right, I'm back. I was getting water before you started.
All right. It's all good.
So you're doing play-by-play?
Yeah, just like more like analysis kind of stuff. If that makes sense.
So color casting?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So you're doing the analytical stuff?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay. I was getting confused. I was like,
No, you're good. Are we?
Right. Let me take a drink of water. Okay.
All right. Going into
bRATz
Split map 1.
Plant and Panic. We are
bRATz
live,
starting
right?
on attack, I think. Yeah, bRATz starting on attack. Plant and Panic starting defense. Yeah, I think we're live.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
What do you have to say about the hovers coming out so far?
Uh, for the hovers, it's looking like a pretty traditional sort of comp from bRATz with the sky and the rays and the cipher. Looks like Plant and Panic can't really decide on anything right now, but it seems like they're going to be opening up with a Waylay and the Sage.
Yes. Yes. Speaking of Plant Panic, what do you think about teams who opt to run the Sage Sentinel versus a more conventional one? Are you a fan of the Sage Sentinel or?
With the Sage on Split, I think it is one of the maps where she can work, but I'm a little partial towards having a more traditional Sentinel, mainly because of how like important the mid control is on this map.
I
And
agree.
with the nerf to the Sage Wall, I think it's way less effective at actually keeping that mid control so you can rotate quick.
Sage,
I
I think,
think,
is one of the only Sentinels that can really offer that kind of stall for mid. All the other ones, it's just really easy to deal with. I mean, a Cypher Trip, you just run into it and your team shoots it for you. But with that Sage Wall, you really have to um, decide whether you want to go for that mid push or not. Because if your team's not on the same page, then that kind of slows down the initial pace that you were hoping for. But
yeah.
if
Uh,
that happens, this is going to be a good game from the side of Plant and Panic. But I'm expecting for bRATz to adapt. That's what they're really good at doing.
I see. This this comp coming out of Plant and Panic is really interesting. This is like something you'd see at like the beginning of the year before the Tejo nerfs. Minus the Waylay, obviously, because Waylay wasn't around. But I wonder how they're gonna try to like use this. I'm also a fan of Tejo on this map. I think it is one of the few maps where you can still work.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I'm really curious to see how they're gonna use like the limited missiles and try to take advantage of how strong the drone is.
Yes, this should do.
And as we get into this round, we are going to have a 5-man attacking side coming towards A from the side of bRATz. And those smokes will come out instantly from Vic. And it's just D-ranking, playing in that elbow position, having to hold stuff off. The sun will come through, the blind will come through. The blind is going to tag up Moj, but Moj is going to end up getting the kill on his D-ranking. And Moj going to be drawing first blood into the round, and that spike will go down, relatively uncontested, and it's just up to Plant and Panic to recoup their losses and hopefully retake this site.
Oh, a nice little engagement on coming out of screens.
Swan and Retro picking up 2 kills, both on Elisa and Emster. Vic taking a fight on the Retro, but gets taken out by Retro, actually. I thought it got taken out by the stage, but Silence is going to be the one to shut out this round as he shuts out Jolteon, and that's going to be a really nice looking retake from Plant.
Yeah, the post plant just completely falling apart under this like swarm of util and bodies coming out of Plant and Panic. It's looking like this round we're gonna get a little bit more of a more split push sort of deal from bRATz, sending 3 towards A, and then I guess a lurk up mid with the bomb. Okay,
Taken
they're
one
hitting
by
up the
one.
bomb.
Looks like Vic wants to go for a fake, maybe. Especially with Emster running back towards B main with that bomb. That drone from Tejo will spot out Emster, though.
Swan trying to hold down the A ramps with an outlaw, but getting put under a little bit too much pressure as 3 people running up to him.
Lisa spotting out Lurk, unable to get the kill before Lurk takes out Jolteon. That is the Sentinel down as Silence, who has creeped up all the way B main behind Vic. Is
About to
going to
get this.
expect this?
Gotta get this nice kill in the lurk. And no, she doesn't expect it, getting taken out by Silenced. Meanwhile, the other 3 members of bRATz are sitting here on A, unsure of what to do. Let's see. Flash being sent out so Lisa can make it out. And looks like we're gonna get all 3 members going towards mid, where they're just gonna run right into Silenced.
Silence doing a really great job of keeping bRATz contained as he picks up another kill onto Moj.
Lisa landing a body shot through that wall, getting him off the angle, but do they expect Retro this close? They were ready.
Got the spike.
Nice shots coming out from Lisa over here. And now she's left in a 1v3.
Swan, not really knowing where Lisa is. Lisa is all the way
10
in
seconds
heaven.
left.
And Swan in a perfect position to stop this plant. In the CT position, he is going to run up and try to stop it. And he is going to stop it. And Lisa trying to take that fight, but unable to make any of those shots connect. And bRATz going down 2 rounds already. I mean, they were expected to lose their eco, but...
Yeah, although, all things considered, I think that was a pretty good eco. I think they did like a solid amount of damage. Managed to make a few of the members of Plant and Panic.
They did some real good damage.
Yeah, they brought a lot of members of Plant and Panic down so that they had to rebuy shields. Managed to take away, I think it was 2 guns from the defending side, so that was a pretty good eco, all things considered. Looking like there's a big fight.
Wants to go for this early fight. He's gonna get his regen shields tripped down all the way down to 1, but they're gonna come back, and Retro should have been spotted out with that Bucky by that Sky Dog. And
you're just getting some
is a lot of
poking
noise.
Damage. Getting some poking damage on Jolteon.
This is a lot of noise being made from bRATz, but Sage Lurk should be hearing them running through sewers, and he's going to be calling this out to the team, and it's just D-ranking it, who likes to play this elbow position, who is only here to stop it. He's the only player on site so far, but you do have silenced. In screen, one's gonna take a fight. He's gonna make it out to elbow. D-Rank, he's gonna send out that stun, send out the spray with the stinger, and he's not gonna make the kill happen. But Silence is gonna make it happen instead, and D-Rank is finally gonna pick one up on Jolteon. Vic, however, returning the favor with the kill on the Lurk, and Swan taking out Vic. Vic just unable to get the other kill that she needed.
Yeah, Plant and Panic taking back this heaven space. Making this round really difficult for the side of bRATz.
30 seconds left.
Now it's just Moj and Emster. And it's
1 enemy
4.
remaining.
D-Ranking taking out Moj. Emster, can she do it? Spots out the shoulder of Silence, however, gets corralled in by the tail. Molly and Silence is going to take advantage of that, and he is just going to shoot her in the face through the wall. And that is going to be the 3rd round on the board for Plant and Panic.
Yeah, really good round coming out of Plant and Panic. That retake on the Heaven was really good. Just grouping up, fighting the 2 people that were there, and then taking back that space and making it a really hard round for the side of bRATz. It's looking like bRATz is going to try to make a push up mid. They're going to have to take out the Sage Wall to deal with it.
bRATz on their eco. Like you said, they are going to go 5-man mid. That Sage Wall will be broken instantaneously, and Silence is going to take this opportunity and grab that orb. And that is going to put us all online. Lurk picking up the first blood on the round on an Emster.
1 enemy remaining.
Lurk going nuclear, picking up Moj, and Swan picking up a kill on Elisa. But Jolteon getting a kill of his own on a Swan.
Wow, that push was just instantly shut down as soon as they tried to make any move past that wall. And Silence just dashing down. Silence just dashing down mid to get this last kill. Wow, that was a pretty impressive just shut down completely on mid from the side of Plant and Panic.
Lurk put in the work. A 3K spray down, holding his ground. Not letting bRATz get any space whatsoever. As soon as that Sage Wall broke, he was on it. And this, once again, is going to put bRATz on their full buy. Hopefully they can convert this round into their first win.
Pretty big starting fight, maybe, coming out of B main. No. Silence just going to lurk up, take the space that was given to him. And he gets one off of it on Lisa. And he's sending the ult here. Okay, I guess he was expecting the full team.
Silence going absolutely huge, picking up 2 kills so early in the round. Lisa and Jolteon both gone within the first 30 seconds of the round being in progress. But you still have Moj and Emser and Vic.
This kind of shows the strength of the Waylay pick coming out of the side of Plant and Panic. They're able to take these fights that you normally wouldn't be able to take with this confidence because you can just escape when needed.
1 enemy remaining.
Once again, bRATz being put in a really awkward position. As it's just Emser in a 1 versus 4, and Emser is just not able to get anything done as Silence comes swinging through and picks up the last kill. Again, Silence is going absolutely huge for Plant and Panic. 9-1.
Yeah, 9-1. He's going absolutely nuclear this game, putting in a lot of work with this Waylay pick. Taking so many risky fights, because he just can with this character. Having that immediate get-out-of-jail-free option. But the side of bRATz, it's looking like they're going to get another A push on this eco round coming out of them. A couple of hero rifles, but a lot of guardians and a stinger. No full armor either.
All 5 members of bRATz huddled around the A site. And they want to try to brute force this. They're getting desperate for a single round. They haven't even come relatively close to getting one.
Yeah. Plan Panic having a really good read on this round. All 4 of the members of Plan Panic sitting here on the A site.
And Swan hearing all this commotion near ramp, but Lisa's going to be the first one to open up the round with a pick on the retro. The Teo falls, and now it's just a 4 versus 5 number advantage finally in the side of bRATz, but Swan's gonna make it even as he takes out Jolteon and Moj. He's gonna take some contact with Lurk. Lurk's gonna get a couple shots off, but he is gonna ultimately fall back. Vic picking up Swan, however. And Vic in a nice little position. Gonna possibly catch Silence off guard, and off guard he's gonna be as he falls. It is a 3 versus 3, a 3 versus 2 as Vic finds her third on the Lurk.
Missile deployed.
Vic putting in work for this round.
D-ranking and retro, the only 2 people left alive in Plant Panic to shut this down, but Emser gonna shut down both of them as they both try to flood through elbow, and Emser's just gonna put a stop in that right before it even gets started.
bRATz finally getting around on the board. Vic having to take the round into her own hands and just get 3 in heaven, sitting in that smoke and waiting for her opportunity and seizing it as soon as she got that chance. And it's looking like we're going to get another classic B push coming out of the side of bRATz.
However,
Jolteon running off on a lurk towards A. But Silence is here with an
I've got
operator.
your trail.
Moj left on the Sheriff,
Found one.
unable to recoup enough credits to rebuy, but he does have that ult online to try to get things started, but that tail ult is going to counter them as well. And bRATz, they are scrambling to get out, and D-ranking and retro are going to shut down that push. And in blink of an eye, it's over. It is already 2 versus 4 for bRATz. Vic and Jolteon the last surviving members of bRATz. They have to make something work. But Jolteon already creeped up through A. Vic running her way to A site as well. But
She has the Omen out, so she's probably planning to run on the site and TP up. You can see Jolteon setting up some trips to try to counter this flood that's going to come in.
Plant Panic seems to know this. All 3 of them, all 4 of them are going to be running straight into the Jolteon's crosshairs, and Jolteon's going to find 2. D-ranking and Silence fall. Can he find the last 2? Teho, it's Retro, and Swan. And a 2 versus 2. What team's going to come out on top?
This read from Jolteon taking this round that looked almost unwinnable to an even
One enemy
2v2.
remaining.
Ammunition.
Jolteon with a nice little off angle, unfortunately unable to react fast enough for Swan. Tom takes out. Jolteon gets that kill. Now it's just Vic in a 1 versus 2. She is going to play that life. That Omen Blind will come out. Tries to stop the plant, but Swan on the wrap takes out Vic. And bRATz almost does it. They almost recover the round, but Plant Panic is just too much to handle.
It was such a close round. That opening ult from Retro on the side of Plant and Panic just completely shutting down whatever plan they had in that B main space and getting 3 picks. But with the quick thinking of Vic and Jolteon on the side of bRATz, they almost took that round and made it a win somehow. Really impressive things coming out of both sides, showing the strength of both of these comps.
Absolutely, and that has absolutely destroyed bRATZ's economy. You do have Emser on the Hero Vandal, but you have really nothing else to work with on the side of bRATz. 3 Sheriffs with shields to the name, or 2 Sheriffs with 2 shields, and 1 without. And this is a slow round coming out from bRATz. I mean, even though they're all huddled up around B main, they are just trying to make noise. They're trying to draw some rotates.
The thing is they don't
Just
they
not
don't need
budging.
to draw any rotates. The side of Plant and Panic, they're already ready for this. They have 4 people posted up here, and they're allowed to do that because of this operator in the hands of Silenced.
And Retro is going to open the round with a headshot on the Jolteon. The Sentinel is going to fall, which is going to open up the flank. And Lisa, very patient in mid.
Waiting for
However,
that wall to drop.
She is being held by Swan and Lurk. Lurk is going to get smoked off for the time being. Now it's just up to Swan to capitalize off this. Swan, if he swings now, he is going to have a beautiful, beautiful time. And Lisa and Emster going to shut that down, actually. And Swan's going to pop that Cobalt, but Vic's going to shut him down again. And once again, 4 versus 3 for bRATz. Number advantage and guns in the hands of the majority of players. Now it's just Retro being sawed off by Moja's Raise Nade, and Silence is on site all alone with the op in hand, tries to get out, but Vic in L
10 seconds
dashes in, gives her a nice little quick smooch.
Spike
And
planted.
Vic on for 3 kills, looking for the 4th. Is she gonna be able to find it? She knows where he is. Retro making his position known. And Retro keeping himself out of elbow. Should be taking a fight with Emster. And Retro
Really slowing down
here.
this pace of the
Oh my
round.
God.
Now it's down to a
Now-
1v1 between Retro and Vic for this post-plant situation that they're in. Vic taking a wraparound elbow and doubling back again. Holding this defuse while Retro holds the other side, unaware, and Vic manages to get her 4th, taking a thrifty for the side of bRATz. That was a crazy round we just watched.
Absolute insane round. Very well played by bRATz. I mean, bRATz taking that mid control. Lisa so patient with how she played that, and she managed to capitalize getting the kill as well. Swan should have had them dead to rights, but Lisa just a little bit faster than Swan, and that unfortunately is gonna make him pay for it.
And like, Plant and Panic is going to try to push out of A main pretty fast here with the Tahoe drone.
And bRATz taking a little bit faster. That wall is gonna be broken instantly. And Swan once again playing that Vents position.
This time they're aware.
They
know.
want to go for it. They want to fight. Moj taking him out with that raise nade.
He gets naded, he gets spammed down. They were aware of that position. Lurk sitting in this smoke. Not getting spotted out by the flash. Managing to take out 1 before he's completely shut down by this push from bRATz and the B-Heavens. And they are now walking on to a completely free site.
All 3 members of Plant and Panic regrouping CT. But Lisa
Lisa
gonna
walking-
shut down Retro.
Just walking up a little bit, managing to take out 1 and gets caught pulling out the wall by Silenced. It's looking like both Plant and Panic players are shifting towards that CT. D-ranking holding his ult out, letting it rip.
The retake ult should be helpful. For the side of Plant and Panic, Silence
Nice and slow.
just unfortunately unable to make those shots connect. However, time is not on their side. D-ranking spotting out the shoulder of Emster.
enemy
Emster
remaining.
gets away barely alive, but Silence and D-ranking are gonna be there to shut out the round,
My
but
ult's not ready.
they're gonna have enough time to
Gun here.
defuse that spike, and what should have been bRATZ's round quickly falls away from them. I mean, Plant and Panic just so quick on the retakes and the utilities to back it up.
That was an interesting retake that I just watched. Wow. Looking like bRATz is gonna have another A push in mind for this one, for this round.
Watch your step.
Plant and Panic switching Swanton from that position where they were aware in Vents over to the side with Lurk. Silence taking a couple of jump spots, trying to get some early information on this A main area on the orb. But bRATz playing really patient, just walking up. Silence whipping.
taking a little bit of contact with Moj. Moj is going to take some shots back, but I don't think any player took any form of damage whatsoever.
It's
You have
you and
D-ranking.
me.
Oh, and the
Like the
ice
off-angle.
ball getting totally ripped. And Lisa manages to take that one. The site being completely overwhelmed
One
with these
enemy
bRATz
remaining.
players. Vic just taking over heaven completely on her own.
Spike
Vic
planted.
Swanton comes back with one of his own, but gets taken out as he pushes towards Rams by Jolteon with that stinger. It's looking like Plant and Panic. They're a little bit on a lower eco. Silence has a hero rifle of his own though. Getting ready for something in a main.
Drone going
It's
out.
looking like a waylay kind of push. Waylay
out.
brute
Looks
short
like they want to
combination.
fight that.
This is how they go.
Oh, the Tay-hole, not the breach hole. And Lisa getting clipped by it.
A very
Another.
well executed play by Plant and Panic. Also able to Silence to hold it down, but Vic's gonna pick up that kill on D-ranking Retro. Leaving Silence to die, picks up the stinger and just completely runs away. Jolteon getting picked off screen by Swan, but it should be an open sight for bRATz. All they have to do with is to stay who's an elbow.
Just Retro left with his stinger.
One enemy
And he
remaining.
gets taken out by Moj. And Vic taking out Swanton on the rotate in vents.
Last round before the switch.
A really convincing round coming out from bRATz, just shutting down any hold in space that Plant and Panic was able to take with the ult combination that they used in A main.
And finally, bRATz is starting to make a dent in Plant and Panic's economy. If they win this round, they will have completely reset their economy, and they are going to be broke for the first time in what seems like forever. And that Skyall will be invested in Elisa is going to start off the round with a beautiful kill on a Silence, and that is surely not what you want for Plant and Panic. Jolteon is going to hear someone take that vent rope, and that's just Swan and Jolteon in a little standoff. Jolteon is finding Swan cheating the head, but Swan's gonna see the head of Jolteon and he's gonna shoot back, and he's actually gonna hit his shots this time. Lisa, holding for the CT push out, is gonna hear someone clomping above them up in heaven, and Lisa wants to take this fight. She's itching for it, but Moj off screen is gonna take out D-ranking, and it's a 4 versus 3. This is very winnable for bRATz. Razor will be popped,
Last player standing.
and Moj and Lisa once again holding down the site, but it's up to Lurk to do this. Lurk is gonna bring back Emster.
Last player standing.
Or Lurk is gonna bring back Silence. Sorry, I was looking at the kill feed.
Elisa's gonna take out both of them with that push,
Switching sides.
with that swing.
Yeah,
And now we're
Lisa
gonna
with a
get-
nice little 4K.
Yeah, now we're gonna get a swap of the sides. Plant and Panic on the attack and bRATz on the defense now. I really do think that this is the side that Plant and Panic should be like counting on for them to win most rounds because of the comp that they're running. With the Teo and the breach, these
It's a
executes.
very aggressive comp.
Yeah, these executes are gonna be really hard to deal with for bRATz. But I think they have the right read putting the Cypher on the A side to start this half.
And Swan taking a page out of bRATZ's book, being very aggressive in a main. However, Silence is gonna get clipped by his own breach's son, and he is gonna hear Lisa fall back down the vents. He is not gonna chance it though. He just recalls back to his team, and that's just now it's Lisa and Vic regrouping. bRATz regrouping, as a matter of fact, to hold off the site push, and Lurk's gonna come out on top, finding 2 kills. Emster swinging Lurk freaking get the heal fully off. Vic taking out Retro, Moj taking out Silence. And now,
Now
it's
it's just
Moj
left
and
to
Emster.
Swanton.
versus
Just left to Swanton in a 1v2. And Moj gonna take him out with the right clicks. Round going to bRATz. score is 6-7, yeah. Silenced having a sheriff of his own, little hero sheriff on the eco as they push A again. Sending a missile to try to break the trip, but they miss.
Vic smoking off a main for the team. Hopefully, hoping that they're going to fight that, but unfortunately, Plant and Panic is already a little too far up for bRATz to make anything happen. You do have Lisa and Jolteon on A site, but I'm not sure that they're aware that all 5 members of Plant and Panic have made it up ramps. If they decide to collapse on Vic, this can be very, very bad for bRATz.
No, it doesn't seem that they're aware of this. No, it seems Lisa's aware. Lisa's aware of this stack.
Lisa coming in the next time, taking out 2. Silence alert fall, and that is going to alert Vic to Plant and Panic's presence. Vic picking up Retro.
And now
Sky
bRATz.
Flash is going to alert
Last
Emster
player standing.
to the presence of Swan. And Emster with 2 nice little Guardian taps, taking out Swan and deranking. That was a nasty shot from Emster.
Yeah. Lisa being
That goes there.
a little aware of the gap in their hold and running up to confirm whether or not they were in
This goes
that
here.
heaven space and finding them there, and then the rest of bRATz just coming in together to try to converge on that space after finding all 5 players there. That was a really good pinch coming from the side of bRATz. Plant and Panic taking a little dip into the B main garage area.
Mo's hearing a lot of commotion going
Lurk
on.
going on a little
B
lurk
main.
of his own. Into mid. I'm still gonna send a flash into B main. Confirm that they're still there. And Vic gonna cover it with the smoke.
Mo's gonna give it a chip damage out of silence. It's gonna take out his shield and put him down to 99 HP, only taking away 1 little bit of HP. But it is gonna be Lurk who finds the first pick on the Lisa. Lisa's gonna fall in mid. And Lurk is just gonna regroup back with his team in B main. You do have Emster jump spotting. Hoping for any information, but Plant and Panic playing this out so patiently, not giving them anything to work with. And because of this, you are going to see Moj rotating
30
all the way to
seconds
A. But that Sky Flash is going to confirm the fears of bRATz. Moj has to run back to B site to try to hold this off. And it's just Emster and Vic dealing with the flood of Plant and Panic. However, Emster, 2 headshots on the Retro and Lurk, but it finally gets taken out by deranking. And Moj, can he
10
convert this?
seconds
He
left.
only has to spec
Spike
2's name.
planted.
It's a 3 versus 3 for bRATz. But Plant and Panic already set up in their post-plant position, and deranking gonna find Jolteon. Moj spotting out silence in backside is gonna fall. Now it's just a 2 versus 2. It's any man's game. He's gonna try to go for that wide swing.
Last player standing. 1
Now it's
enemy
just
remaining.
Moj,
Oh, with the run and
To
gun
do it.
too.
and he is gonna pull it
Taking
off.
out Swan for the last pick. Stealing the round from Plant and Panic. That was a really impressive execute, just waiting for the timer to run down. Just cutting out noise completely. Creating these question marks for bRATz, and they have no idea what Plant and Panic is doing. So sending that rotate over, and as soon as the timer hit low enough, they just sent out all the utility and executed out, but a couple of hero plays coming out of the side of bRATz, and they steal that round away.
Yeah, Plant and Panic played that out very patiently, even for FLV standards. You normally don't see plays like that being made in this league, but a little bit of presence is being made, and this is very fast from Plant and Panic. Vic taking on silence, Lurk with the trade, and Heaven Control has been taken. And that Sage Ult will be coming out into play as it puts them back into a 5 versus 3. bRATz even though they do have this firepower on the side with the Phantoms and the Vandals, they do not have the numbers.
Plant Panic just taking a pause over here in this B Heaven space. Same thing as last time, just creating these question marks on what they're doing.
Not aware that he saw someone, but he is. It's not going to matter as he takes out D-Ranking, and that is going to pull Silence over to Reclear mid, and he's going to do it. Jolteon falls, and that's going to be Plant Panic's cue to rotate all over to A. And Emser and Moj are the only ones left alive to stop it.
30 seconds left.
That way, the Yuto could have been devastating for bRATz, but it did miss. So Moj and Emser haven't been slowed down whatsoever. The only thing that's going to be on this side this time are the numbers of Plant Panic and the time of the spike. But it looks like they do want to try to do this fast. Flash will come out. Moj is going to try to clear out Silence, but it's just not going to happen. Moj had the read, but Silence had the aim.
It was a fantastic round coming out of Plant and Panic. These executes are... the way that they're playing this mid round is really smart. They sent this overwhelming push up into mid, and they get two and just take a complete pause, waiting for the reclear coming out of bRATz and capitalizing off of that mistake. Off of the greedy push from the reclear. And as soon as they get that pick, they know that A is free, so they just shift it right over to A.
Gonna fall back here.
Which they're doing again this round, sending the drone into sight and sending Silenced up into ramps. He quickly backs out, not wanting to risk it with that fight. But Lisa sending the ult, capturing Swan and taking
Lisa's
that.
just too good on ISO. And this is gonna put the brakes on for Plant Panic. I mean, they've lost their smokes. They want to go anywhere. They can really only ever go
Spike down
A.
A.
But Emser and Lisa, not really giving them much of a choice, as Spike is still near A main. But
Emster and
Plant
Lisa
and
just
Panic.
holding their ground. Just putting up a wall in front of this push that Plant and Panic was trying to pull out. With D-Ranking, getting that pick on Emster.
Flash out!
And now it's just the waiting
Last
game
player standing.
until Retro P peeks out and gets taken out by Vic. And now it's up to D-Ranking in a 1v3. Lisa takes the swing and takes the round for bRATz. It's a really neck and neck game.
I agree, but bRATz has taken the lead after being down, after losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. They have finally triumphed over Plant Panic. With bRATz now being in the lead, they should be feeling a little more confident, and they have a pretty good buy going on. The only one who doesn't have a rifle for bRATz is Jolteon. But if you look on the side of Plant Panic, only a Classic and a Spectre. Sorry, Swan getting upgraded to a Stinger, and Lurk staying on the Spectre will be a little bit troublesome for Plant Panic, but Silence is just going to try to change the future of this round as he takes out Lisa instantly, and he's going to get out scot-free.
And they pull all of the rotates over, creating essentially a free side on B, but Emster wanting to confirm the information, sending out the Sky ult. But Plant Panic still manages to get the bomb down, and now it's a 4v4 retake with Emster taking that pick on alert.
Blinded.
Flashes are coming out from Emser, and that is some valuable info. Emser is going to be tagged up by that Waylay ult, but Moj going to take out Swan, but Swan is going to decide to invest that Cobalt and hoping to keep the numbers alive. Does end up picking up Emser, but Moj there in the instant trade. And now it's just Jolteon into heaven, trying to help out bRATz as much as he can, but D-Ranking taking him out, and it's just Vic in a 1 versus 2.
Shadows traveling.
And just the post-plant utility is too much to keep up with. Using all of their damaging mollies and abilities, trying to just keep her off the bomb. And Plant Panic manages to take the round with that
You
post-plant.
compromise your position, you hand them a free kill. Don't.
I didn't think about that at the beginning of the game, the way that they could use that Taeho on the attack side for the post-plant. I was only thinking of the executes, but I think that is really smart for them to conserve those missiles, actually. And it's looking like Plant and Panic is going to send another push towards A. Much setting up in ramps, trying to prevent anything. And she confirms the
Rounded off by that drone, and Silence is going to capitalize on that, taking out Jolteon so early into the round. Not sure why Jolteon was playing that far up with his setup, but he chose to, and because of that, bRATz is going to pay. It's already
Spike
a 3
planted.
versus 5 for bRATz. Moj and Jolteon both sent back to the spectating screen, and this spike has already been planted, so bRATz really has to scramble to try to get anything done. Emster stuck behind that wall, has to knife her way through, and Retro taking out Vic as well. This is quickly falling apart for bRATz. Lisa's running the head of Swan, is eventually going to get the kill, but time is just not on their side.
Last player standing.
Plant and Panic managing to take that wrap around through ramps and retake that heaven control from bRATz as soon as they give it up to take the site. And just creating a situation that was near impossible to retake. Surrounded on all sides by the Plant and Panic players.
And once again, we did say that this game was a back and forth. And just like that, Plant and Panic has retaken the lead and has sent bRATz back to an eco. You do have Moj with that Bucky, so hopefully something can get done. But Moj,
Silence just sending it up into the B heaven.
yeah, Moj playing on the completely wrong site. The only one with a weapon of any kind. Retro and Silence
down,
absolutely making statements to bRATz, saying that they're the better team. As just like that, bRATz is in a 2 versus 4. The only loss that Plant and Panic takes is Swan. But Moj is going to make him take another as he takes out Silence.
Spike planted.
Plant and Panic finally putting down that bomb. And bRATz recouping this control of B heaven, trying to get some sort of retake started on this site. Lurk sitting in that backside area, trying to hold a crossfire with the garage players as they hold for this flank. But upon confirming the information that both bRATz players are on the site, they immediately shift attention towards the space. Stepping the bomb, trying to run down this post-plant utility.
Last player standing.
Lisa getting taken down. And the crossfire, yeah, it's just too much to deal with. It's too strong. They couldn't manage to break it. And the round, again, going to Plant and Panic, creating more of a deeper lead like we saw earlier on in the game. Both teams still managing to keep a strong buy into this round. Only downside for Plant and Panic is that some of them are going to have that regen shield. But it's looking like we're going to get another split push from the side of Plant and Panic. Sending some mid, some B, and Silence towards A. Taking this round a lot slower than they normally have been.
Not a lot being done by any team at this point. Each team just kind of feeling out each other, seeing what they can get away with, seeing what they can take, but they are just not budging. Vic looking for any type of info she can possibly get, but she is going to find none. She is going to have some contact. Ooh, Swan. Taking that timing onto Vic. Vic just barely missing the shoulder of Clove as Clove makes their way over into sewers.
Looking like Plant and Panic is wanting to explode out onto the A site this round using the Taeho ult. They're getting ready to set it up, but Mo
30
just slowly
seconds
working
left.
her way up, taking the space and seeing the
Go
players
ahead. Stand your ground.
getting caught up in all of the bodies in front.
Launching missile.
Lurk is going to start off the round with a kill on the Moj, but that ISO ult is going to come in to try to stop that flood from happening. It's just Retro versus Lisa. Lisa taking out Retro, and Vic taking out Silence. taking out D-ranking as well, and bRATz is in the number advantage. This is surely unlosable
One
for bRATz.
enemy
A 4
remaining.
versus 2, make that a 4 versus 1 as Lisa takes out Swan, but Lurk is going to stand his ground, takes out Vic, but Lisa running into sight, getting her 3rd kill of the round, and putting them back into a 1-round deficit.
Diffuse the spike.
Yeah, such a even back and forth between these teams, just one round being traded after the other. The score is super close, 11-10, and it's looking like both teams, for the most part, are going to manage to recoup their buys, maintain rifles and solid amounts of armor. And it's looking like Plant and Panic is going to lean towards this B side,
This should
where
do.
they confirmed that the Cypher was your last round. They confirmed that, so maybe they're going to send in some Tahoe missiles to try to get rid of these trips.
This should do.
Now, if I remember correctly, Tahoe mollies don't break util anymore, right?
Do they? I think they do.
I thought they changed that, but Jolteon just dimed.
not kill
Taking out Silence Diving. Silence Diving it so early in the round and D-ranking, taking out Vic, but Vic takes out Swan before she can go down. So
Cage
Vic did
trigger.
go down fighting. And this is gonna make this round go to a crawl. The team of Plant Panic slowly regrouping back on the B. Jolteon doing some jump spots, and he is gonna. Cool! Wow, that was nice with Jolteon. Silence.
Managing
Falls.
to take out Silence, but still being taken out by those missiles from Retro P.
And that's just Lisa and Moj, and then 2 versus 3. Make that a 2 versus 2 as
One
Lisa
enemy
takes out Lurk.
remaining.
Moj takes out D-ranking, and it's just D-ranking to clean up the round, but Moj is warming up. Moj is starting to shoot back, and that'll be a tied game for bRATz. bRATz making it 11-11, and
Tying up the score.
they are just not letting this game get too far ahead of them. They are fighting against Plant Panic's patience, and sometimes, you know, Plant and Panic, well, they panic.
Yeah. One thing I do like out of this attack side coming out of Plant and Panic is their ability to like speed up and slow down the round. They were able to send out these really fast executes to just take certain control of certain spaces and then just pause and wait for the reclear and try to capitalize off of any mistakes that are made.
Plant and Panic is on a weak bye. I'm not sure I'm a fan of where Jolteon is playing. If Jolteon falls early, if they clear him out and he falls, that is going to be a free sight for Plant and Panic, and he does end up getting one, but
Spike
Swan
down B.
takes him out at the end, and that is just going to be the cue for Plant and Panic to flood out into the site and get this spike down. And Emster doing her best to stave off the take, but D-ranking Alert shooting back a little too well. That ISOL is going to come out just in the nick of time, stopping
Barely
that plant from
catching
going
the
down.
bomb plants. Wow. And D-ranking gonna win the fight with a stinger, leaving the round entirely up to Moj. But D-ranking on some really low health and a weaker weapon.
One enemy remaining.
Wow, nice shot by
Moj.
Moj.
Nice.
Moj does have this Razor online. If he uses this wisely, he can put bRATz back on match point. However,
is he aware?
does he expect the wrap? Is he gonna stick it? Oh, he almost gets it, but Retro just a little too fast for
Match
Moj.
point.
So close to having that spike defuse. Retro just in the nick of time, stopping that from happening.
That was a round of Valorant. There were ults being traded, the ISO ult catching the bomb plant right before it goes down, and the rep coming out of Retro to seal the round for Plant and Panic. Both teams on a really strong buy this round. It's looking like Plant and Panic is going to try to create some commotion mid.
And this is match point for this map. Plant and Panic only needs one to move on.
Cover. I must wait a moment.
Jolteon deciding to finally play backside this time. Silence taking out Emster. And Jolteon wants to go for that swing to try to catch him off guard, but he's gonna fall. And now all of a sudden it's a 3 versus 5 for
Spike down
bRATz.
mid.
Vic taking out Swan. Wants to make these numbers stay relatively close. But they do have Spike in mid.
They do have control of this bomb, and that's going to make this round a little hard.
However, that breach all could spell trouble for bRATz. Moj does pop that Raze ult to try to keep them at bay. And Plant and Panic waits it out so patiently. They're not going to budge. They're going to hold their ground. But they still have that Spike to recover. Vic takes out Retro, but Moj falls to
One enemy
D-ranking.
remaining.
And now it's just Vic in a 1 versus 3. And Vic
and
is
Panic.
not going to be able to do it
Attackers
as
win.
Lurk picks up the final kill and picks up the first map for Plant and Panic.
That was a really impressive round. A lot of good usage of the ults and a lot of patience coming out of the side on Plant and Panic in that last round, not pushing up at all off of the breach ult because they hear the audio cue of the Raze ult. Just taking their time, realizing that they had enough seconds on the clock to just wait it out and seize their opportunity.
And we are going to take a quick 5-minute break. Do not go anywhere. We have a second map coming up. Who is going to win this one? Place your bets in the Twitch chat. Is it going to be Plant and Panic to take the map and the series? Or is it going to be bRATz to make it 1-1 and put it onto our third?
Grab your drinks, grab your snacks, hit the bathroom, but don't go anywhere.
All right, welcome back, FLV. This is going to be the second game of bRATz versus Plant and Panic. We are going to be going into Sunset. bRATz down 0-1, barely losing the first map. I believe they lost at 13-11.
Yeah, that was 13-11.
Plant and Panic just playing their util so well, and their site takes are just amazing. We are going to be bouncing into Sunset whenever both teams are ready, which I think they are. So they're just waiting on the game to start. And start it is.
And we're diving right into Sunset over here.
I will be taking a little seat on the back burner as Bobby tries his hand at play-by-play, so I will be doing your color casting. So
all right,
nice
what are we thinking about these
time.
comps? What are we thinking about these comps and try?
I already like Pete, or not Pete, what am I saying? Plant and Panic's comp better. I see, well, Silence was hovering Neon, but it looks like he wants to stay in the Waylay. I really want to see a Neon from Silence. I feel like Neon is just definitely the duelist to go on this map.
I agree. I think Neon definitely has her strengths on this map. We're getting a lot of hovers, a lot of Reynas, a lot of Sages from the side of Plant and Panic, and it looks like bRATz is kind of solidified their comp. They're having the Sky and the double duelist with the Rays and the Reyna.
You know, looking at bRATZ's team comp, I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I think that bRATZ's team comp can work very well. It's just they're just gonna have to really be on top of Moj as he goes into site, and Moj really has to get those satchels down if he wants to enter into site effectively. I'm sure he can. I know if I can't. I'm not a very good Raze player. I'm actually horrific with her. However, the KJ for the side of bRATz is
the KJ
a
is the
little
interesting
questionable.
one. I think the Reyna's fine. I think the Reyna can be played just like an ISO, and we saw how good Lisa's ISO was last game. So I have no
100%.
problem with the Reyna. It's looking like both sides having pretty aggressive team comps, less focused on the defense side, more focused on like retakes and less on the stalling. But we're gonna get right into this first round, into this pistol. Plant and Panic starting out on the defense, and bRATz starting out on the attack once again.
Plant and Panic buying 3 shields for this pistol round. Kind of surprising. I normally, at least for me in ranked, I never see a Gecko go shields on first round. They always buy a Ghost and Wingman, and that's what they roll with. Same thing with Clove. They always just buy the Ghost and their second smoke. But I guess they really want to help out Silence and Retro. Actually, Retro is the only one with a Ghost. Oh, and Dustman has bought the Sheriff.
And now bRATz sending a push immediately up into the A main space, taking a fight with Silence. The Silence gets completely run down by 3 players by Emter. And Swan taking out a pick on Lisa on his own. But it's taken out while trying to walk backwards into that smoke, and now it's all up to the retake, I guess, as bRATz is getting this bomb down. Vic taking the one out, taking Retro out in CT.
Last player standing.
And Lurk and Dustman just getting taken out on this swing from main by Vic.
Vic,
Really impressive hold. Really impressive hold. Really good shots coming out of Vic this round as bRATz gets the first round on the board. And
I mean, the running joke with the bRATz crew is that Vic on pistol rounds, an absolute demon. No one can stop her. She is so good on pistols.
I mean, she's
The
proving it
Sheriff
right now.
especially.
Like, she's proving it right now. Speaking of Sheriff, Silence the only one to buy up anything on the side of Plant and Panic using just a Sheriff. No guns, no armor. And bRATz sending the same B push up. This time sending Lisa and Vic up short while the other 3 run up elbow. And Swan gonna get overwhelmed on the site as Lisa manages to take out Lurk on the walk out into main, getting the bomb down, and they're gonna throw a nade back side, sending a lot of util towards this as Dustman finds himself in a corner.
Out of charges.
Retro and Silence working up short.
One enemy remaining.
2 players are taken out. All 3 players are taken out, actually, in the round being secured in a very, very quick and convincing fashion from the side of
bRATz
bRATz.
looking good.
It's looking like Sunset is their map, but we're gonna finally have a full buy coming out of the side of Plant and Panic over here. A lot of rifles, a lot of full armor.
While that may still be true, you do have 2 Guardians and a Bulldog on the side of bRATz. Definitely the weaker rifles out of the Vandals and the Phantoms, but still able to do lots of damage, and I'm really excited to see what they can do with it. Those Guardians are going to be really hard to deal with.
Swan gonna get head dinked immediately out of the gate, down to 60 HP as bRATz sends another push up into B, or A, I mean. While Jolteon takes a lurk up mid. And one fight being exchanged, lurk being taken out by Vic, as bRATz, as they actually call out, as Jolteon calls out the rotates, and they switch, divert their attention towards A. But Dustman, staying aware of this, taking out Jolteon on his way over to the B site. And Plant and Panic is ready for this. The run and gun completely dismantling Dustman, oh my gosh.
Here.
And now, after being taken out of it as well with the bomb being dropped, but Lisa with the backstab. Lisa and Moj with the backstab, taking out the last 2 players that were in mid. And now the round is down to an even 2v2.
30 seconds
A lot of
left.
repositioning and rotates being happen. As bRATz finally settles, the last 2 players are settling in on the A site. Silenced and Retro slowly working their way over to the site. Time's running down.
10
and
seconds left.
bRATz taking the time to put down this bomb while Lisa
Spike
holds.
planted.
But gets off the angle, switches towards that CT angle. Silenced on a flank of his own. Both Plant and Panic players converging in A short. And they barely see Mode back
One
there.
enemy remaining.
As Retro P gets gunned down by both players. Another holding. Sending out the blind. Using utility to try to stall this push. Silence. 3 bullets left. Still using this util to just stall and draw out as much time as they possibly can. And Silence finally making the decision to just save his rifle.
And bRATz is gonna run away with 2 rifles still in hand and a 3rd round to their name. bRATz showing their dominance on Sunset by taking the control of each pivotal point of the map. I mean, Jolteon, even though he did get gunned down, he pulled the rotates and he was able to get Lisa into a prime position to get that backstab on the 2 players. And after that, it was just written in the stars of what that round was going to be. Moj and Lisa putting bRATz on their back to win that round. And that is going to send Plant and Panic into another eco.
A lot of lower guns into this round as bRATz sending another push up into A. Seems like they like starting out their rounds with this fight A to just try to take this control. Oh, Lisa catching the lurk. And Vic walking into the smoke and catching Swan. As bRATz just runs out onto the site and manages to get the bomb down
Spike
with the mint
planted.
10. Shots being exchanged in this A main space as Silence gets taken out by Lisa.
Last player
Dustman
standing.
getting taken out by Vic with this double hold, and now it's all up to Retro P with the stinger as Moj just swings out and takes him out. bRATz putting their 4th round on the board, maintaining all 5 rifles and just building up this eco that they've had.
bRATz is looking deadly right now, and they have completely made a statement saying that Split was a bad game, but this is going to be a good game for bRATz. I mean, Vic, Moj, and Lisa, 666. Obviously, they're having a little bit of outside help from the Devil as they are just absolutely tearing apart Plant and Panic. And speaking of Plant and Panic, silenced, lost his rifle, and is now on a sheriff. Plant and Panic not able to be on a full buy.
Quick fight, quick shots being exchanged in mid and in B main. bRATz, they kind of stray away from this A push this round and try to work more of a default into all 3 lanes of the map this time.
Oh my
Vic
god.
taking out Retro on this lurk up mid, walking through her own smoke. And Moj taking
Last
out
player
Swan with the
standing.
backstab, and Vic with another backstab. Just these lurks and these one-man contact walk-ups just doing wonders for the side of bRATz as they realize they have an open sight and all the other players rotating quickly, trying to get this bomb down. But before they
my
even
God.
can, Vic manages to get the last player, displaying complete dominance, complete control over all lanes of the map that round. And the side of Plant and Panic having to take a timeout.
I would probably take one too if I was Plant and Panic. They are getting absolutely dismantled no matter what they do.
What do you think they're talking about right now? What adjustments do you think they need to make?
Honestly,
Try to
like,
stop this half?
it's not even that they're doing anything wrong. They are just getting completely slammed on A site. If anything, they need to be more wary of the lurks that bRATz are implementing now. bRATz with their lurks are completely dismantling Plant and Panic, and on top of that, their A site players, they're folding like chairs. I mean, they are just getting absolutely overrun. So
Yeah.
hopefully they come up with something to fix that.
Talking about strengthening the holds that they have. Most likely, anyway. It's looking like we're gonna get maybe some rifles, but this round is probably just gonna be another low buy coming from the side of Plant and Panic, looking at their economy. bRATz just building up a monopoly, honestly, as they have what seems like unlimited money for the rest of this half.
Yeah, exactly. And look at Bratz's ultimate economy as well. I mean, Omen and Reyna, whatever, they're whatever ultimate mode. He could be a complete round changer.
Sending this quick push up to take this A main space silence, taking out Moj, but Lisa immediately responding with a pick of her own onto Swan. As more fights are taken into mid and Lurk manages to take out Vic. But bRATz still finding their
Spike
way,
planted.
worming their way onto this B site and still getting the bomb down. Now there's a fire lit underneath the players of Plant and Panic as they have to take this space back, and Jolteon catches silenced off guard, taking that pick of her own.
Your duty is not over.
Lurk getting the res and managing to take out Lisa. But they don't know about Jolteon behind this box.
One enemy
Takes out
remaining.
Retro, but Silence responding to 2 of his own and taking the round. Plant and Panic finally putting a round on the board.
Appreciate it.
You were talking about ultimate economy,
Is
but
it off?
Plant and
It's off.
Panic has a pretty strong ult economy of their own too.
Yeah, that Waylay ult combined with that
Don't jinx it. Stay
Thrash is going to be a pretty deadly combination if they can get that to work. But bRATz has added on another ultimate to their board with Emster getting her Sky ultimate online, and that could also be very helpful for bRATz, especially since they're on attack. They've been absolutely abusing the weaker site. They've been going to the site with less people on it, forcing
Let's
Plant and
make
Panic
some
to
chaos.
retake. So that is even more feasible for them now.
Sending this guy ult up immediately into this A main. Confirming 2 of the players that are here, but Silence quickly rotates over, creating a 3rd body for them. As they flash out and manages to take out... And Lurk manages to take out Jolteon in mid, actually. The Thrash completely missing Vic and Elbow, as Vic just has a walk-up. But it seems like some of the players on Plant and Panic are aware, as Swan manages to take out Vic on that walk-up. Lisa right behind her as the other players send utility into main, and they walk in. And pinching these players on the site. Lisa managing to take out Swan, but Swan popping his ult and Silence peeking out from CT, and
Do not fight us.
Lurk coming out from the link and completely dismantling the other 2 players that were sitting in A main. Putting a second round on the board for Plant and Panic. Slowly but surely dismantling this economy and this hold on the half that bRATz has had. building up their own economy.
bRATz
was a
still
one
does
round.
have Moj's rocket to work with as well, so if needed, they can absolutely keep slamming a site until it works. I mean, this Raze ult is not something to mess around with. I mean, that will completely open up a site
Dizzy's up.
for bRATz if played correctly.
I agree. Moj slowly working up A main, but Dustman sending his Dizzy up and catching nothing as these two players take a timing. Vic working her way up into tiles and Jolteon sitting here in this B main space. The round comes to a crawl, a halt even, as the players wait for any mistakes to capitalize on or any information to be given up. As Jolteon finally takes an opportunity, seizes it, and takes out Retro in B main. But Dustman immediately responds in kind, taking out Lisa on the A site. But does he know that Moj is right here? He's unaware and gets taken out. But Swan immediately responding. This round just a back and forth between both teams, taking fights, taking picks.
One enemy remaining.
Ew, nice
As-
shot by Umster.
Really good shot as they just swing out through the smoke in the B main and take
Spike planted.
take the site for themselves. Moj on another lurk up, coming around behind the side of Swan. And Emster just trying to hold on until Moj can get into position and help her win this round. Swan unaware of where either of these players are, deciding to send a smoke market and tap the bomb.
Hawk out. Blinded. Last player standing.
Manages to get Emster, but is unaware of where Moj is. As they take this fight, and Moj
Well played.
catches Swan on the bomb tap. Very well played. Securing a 6th round and stalling this this comeback from the side of Plant and Panic.
And whose map pick was this? I'm sorry, I wasn't.
This
Paying
was
attention.
the first map was bRATz pick. The second map was Plan Panic's pick.
Oh, we're mixing
Really
things up, I
interesting.
see.
Yeah.
Each team
Really
losing their map
interesting.
pick.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
Plan
interesting
Panic
to see
hasn't
them
lost
both.
yet, but
I mean, unless they do something this round, this game could end up in a loss. A fight being traded in B main. Silence for Moj as Jolteon manages to take that. And they drop the attack and kill drill. They drop the lockdown onto the B site, forcing all of the defending players off of the site. As Lisa doubles back watching the flank and then the rest of the team floods into the site getting the bomb down. And 3 players from the side of Plant and Panic running towards this flank as they get taken out. They get caught out by the alarm bot and take out Lisa, who's the only body watching. They grab the res on Silence.
Up and away.
Retro P peeks out from
One enemy remaining.
what a pinch from Plan and Panic.
just a beautiful retake coming out of the side of Plan and Panic, sending Retro on this regular avenue for a retake that you would expect, but then the other 3 players on the team running into the flank and then grabbing the res to create a 5v3 situation, and they just, off of that first pick from Retro, they just completely dismantled this hold that they had, that bRATz had.
Ult economy for both teams is slowly dwindling down. You still have Moj's ult and you still have Silence sitting on his Waylay ult. Vic, I'm assuming, is waiting on her ult for if the bomb goes down and she's off site, or she's just gonna try to get info somewhere, but I'm not sure. There's not really much you can do with an Omen ult, but the players we want to be looking at is Silenced and Moj when that time comes.
Speaking of Silenced, he's just getting taken down by
Yeah.
Lisa. But Lurk with the backstab, taking out both of the players that were in tiles, avenging his fallen teammate, and building up towards that res once again. As the other last 2 players of bRATz managed to reconvene in group. Slowly aiming towards that B site. Retro, the only one holding his ground on this site. Smoke's being sent in.
Hawk out.
Flash is being sent in. Flash gets nothing. They don't know about the position of Retro P.
Last player
And he
standing.
manages to take out Vic, leaving Emster completely on her own. And she goes for the swing. And gets it.
Ooh.
30 seconds left.
Having 2 more bodies to deal with. Stalling out the plant as she looks towards the B main.
Shot her. Blow him up, Mosh.
Oh.
And good retake coming out of the
Nice
side.
try by Emster, though.
Good retake coming out of the side of Plant and Panic, but Emster putting up a really good fight, almost taking the round completely on her own in a 1v4. Close round, but it's going to the side of Plant and Panic. And we're getting, for the first time this entire game, a low buy coming out of the side of bRATz. They finally managed, Plant and Panic has finally managed to even the game up enough that they were able to break the eco of bRATz as they send this.
And with that hold that Emster has just pulled off, or what could have been, her ult is online again as well.
And they just immediately rip it, sending it into market, but they confirm the position of one of the players in market and another player, top A. And Jolteon and Emster being
Spike
taken
down
out
mid.
by Retro P and Lurk respectively. Swan walking out of the top mid smoke and taking out Lisa, but Vic responding with a trade of her own. Last 2 remaining players running towards the A site where Dustman is waiting. Blind missing on Vic, and he's getting pinched by the 2 players. Nade being sent in, and they pinch on him, taking him out, being left with 2v3. Last 3 players of Plan and Panic are in prime position to take this, but let's see how Vic and Moj manage to respond.
Both of them are going to
Wayleo being sent in,
Player standing.
Razor being committed, and nothing coming from the Wayleo or the Razor as the side of Plan and Panic.
My
They
ultimate.
rush in off the Wayleo to
cannot
take out
let
Vic and
them
Moj.
unweave our
Using the
world.
bomb and putting a 5th round on the board. Super even half
Last round in the half.
as we're going into
We
this
cannot
last
keep our
round.
goods after this. Spend all.
Both teams on full buys.
I think bRATz can still easily win this, but Plant and Panic, they are just... How they're dealing with bRATZ's lurks is they are completely disrespecting them. They are sending players walking out through smokes, getting the early picks, early multi-kills. It also doesn't help that Jolteon is just dying so early on so many rounds.
As you say that, Jolteon immediately responding with a pick of his own. That operator. As they leave Lisa, posted up in this B position. Pinching on this B side through the mid, but Lurk responding from the mid push, taking out Vic. As Moj runs away. Left in a
Spike
4v4.
planted.
They get the bomb down, now it's a retake situation. Only one in position for it is Lurk, as he's taken out by Jolteon with the operator. Silence going on a flank of his own. Swan catching up, trying to boost him silenced as Dustman manages to come back. Trying to take this bulbous space, the CT area.
Back in a flash.
bRATz having a strong hold on the site. As Moj takes out
Last
Silence
player
on his
standing.
push. Silence and Swan on the flank. Only left to worry about one player. They finally confirm his position, and the operator shot misses. He takes 2, but Jolteon managing to get that last pick, that 3rd kill on board. Securing the round and creating
Switching
a 5-7
sides.
half for the side of bRATz.
Now, I am expecting bRATz to have the slightly better defensive half, to be honest. I mean, Plant and Panic's team composition completely relied on them being able to get on site
Placing alarm
and
box.
completely dismantle their defenses. But as we just saw, that's not really been the case. I mean, you do have Lurk, who's top fragging on the side of Plant and Panic as a Sage. Not something you generally want to see if you're a duelist player, but hopefully with attack that will switch things around.
A really slow round start coming out of the side of Plant and Panic. Not what I expected to see with this team comp, but they decided to just wait it out in A main as Lurk and Silenced walk up mid. Oh, and Jolteon taking a little walk down A main and getting caught out by Retro as the 3 Plant and Panic players decide to speed up. Lurk being taken out by Vic, Silence getting rushed down on, and barely making it out with his life as he runs through tiles trying to group up with his team on the site. Left in a 4v4 situation, stuck trying to get the bomb down. And sending in Wingman. He'll definitely get the bomb down for you.
Silence is so low.
Silence down to 7 HP. Doubling back for a wrap through mid. Interesting. Swan grabbing the kill on CT. As the other 3 bRATz players just decide to fight into the site, fight this elbow push. Lisa just holding down the bomb. Silence a little too slow on it, but Dustman finally grabbing that last pick onto the plant or onto the diffuser and Silenced. His wrap paying off as he's able to come up from behind and take out Emster on the defuse, putting a first round for this half on the board.
And once again, you do have Jolteon just completely disregarding his Sentinel setup and choosing to walk down to A main, and Plant and Panic absolutely punished him for that. And that just opened up A site like it was nobody's business. Plant and Panic took complete advantage of that, and they just took it by force.
See, this execute is a lot more the speed I was expecting from the side of Plant and Panic, just running full speed into this KJ setup, not caring whatsoever. As Vic grabbing the pick on Dustman, but all of the other anchors on the side being taken out, bomb being put down, and now it's a 3v4 retake for bRATz, with the weaker guns too. Retro on that A main space, taking out Vic.
Last player standing.
As the rest of the team just holds it down, and now it's all up to Emster with the classic. She's only able to find one before being taken out by Lurk. Lurk with the 4K. Only 2 points away from that res.
This is getting a little too close for comfort if you're on the side of bRATz. I mean, they went from completely dominating to getting dominated. I mean, 7-7, not something you really want to see if you're bRATz. I mean, they started off this map so well, in such a dominant fashion.
Completely letting that lead slip away. It was 5-0 at one point.
Alarm bot out.
But this round we're gonna see a much slower round start from Plant and Panic as the bRATz players converge on A, expecting that side to be the one that's pushed, but Emster hearing the commotion on B and Moj immediately running over to help.
There's my buddy.
As they get the Sage plant. That way they can grab that res. Emster taking out Dustman. Emster taking out Lurk.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Swan responding with a pick onto Vic. Unable to get the defuse.
Last player standing.
Silence doubling back through mid again. This time, it's paying off in dividends compared to the last one. He's able to get 2 on a backstab as Moj is left alone in a 1v2 retake. And Retro gets a clean 1-tap to secure the round for Plant and Panic. This is definitely looking a little worrisome if you're
Yeah,
a
that
bRATz
shot was kind
player.
of nasty. That shot was nasty.
This is definitely looking a little worrisome if you're a bRATz player. They had the stronger buy that round, everything. It's looking like another fast A push coming out of the side of Plant and Panic. Full rifles, but full sheriffs on the side of bRATz. as they run up. Silenced, taking an early dash in, immediately doubling back as they grab the orb, break some of the KJ util, and manage to just get out.
Sky kill.
Grabbing Lurk on that rotate into top mid, breaking that market door and swarming into the B site. Vic completely on her lonesome, trying to fend off this push as she grabs a sneaky kill onto Retro P, but Swan responds, taking a kill of his own.
Spike
Lurk being
planted.
caught out in the mid as it's an even 3v3 situation. One rifle on the side of bRATz. Silenced in a prime position to take out Jolteon, but Jolteon with a nice clean shot taking out Silenced, grabbing a rifle of his own. With Swan taking out Lisa. Left in a 2v2, both players on bRATz.
One enemy
As
remaining.
Mo just swings out, takes out Dustman. And Swan is taken out too.
Never left.
Popping the ult, but he's chased down by Moj.
One enemy remaining.
Stay.
Tries to gun him down, but
There's a
Wow.
name for
That
that.
is just...
Oh yeah.
That is just not good. That
the
is...
Cobalt saving the round for Plant and Panic.
bRATz has lost the unlosable.
Wow. That Cloval totally saving the round for Plant and Panic. Swan somehow managing to win that 1v2. Plant and Panic going up another round, taking the score to 9-7.
I love this part.
Only a handful of rounds away from securing this map.
The hunt begins.
As Silence runs into mid, breaking down that market door. Vixen the smoke through. Saturate being sent through and the Waylon Dash being sent in as Silence takes out Enter. Vic again on her lonesome to hold down this site. With a little bit of help from Lisa on the market.
Spike
But
planted.
Vic is taken down by Silence.
Terminated.
The bRATz players put
One
Swan
enemy
in
remaining.
market. As there's an even trade onto the site, it's a 2v1 retake. Lurk trying to hold this down on his own, as it's just too overwhelming. Too many avenues to look at. As bRATz finally takes a round on their defense half, managing to get a defuse in and bringing the score to 9-8, evening up the game just a little bit more.
Yeah, bRATz finally back in it as Jolteon gets his KG ultimate online, and, well, he was the missing piece of the puzzle. I mean, every single member of bRATz has an ultimate to work with, so theoretically, if they have to, they should use them all. I mean, this round should theoretically be
Placing
unlosable
alarm bot.
for bRATz. They should be looking at a tied game here in a couple of minutes.
You never know though, as we see Plant and Panic
Placing swap.
primed for a similar push coming in. But this time they're fortifying B a little bit stronger, having the player swap positions.
Have the spike.
Sending a flash in the smoke into A main, or B main rather, sorry. Silence dashing into market and taking out 2 as he doubles back. And Lurk taking out Emster on the site. Just an overwhelming force of these players. Not even having opportunities to use the ultimates that you talked about. Being taken out just seconds into the round. As Moj satchels across, trying to engage something for this retake, but Jolteon finds the first pick for the retake on a Dustman. As shots are being traded,
Grenade.
abilities are being thrown. Another pick being found onto Lurk.
One enemy remaining.
Satchel being sent out, Swan taking out Moj. As it's up to just Jolteon now, in the market position, as he's taken out by Silence. A 10th round being put onto the board for Plant and Panic.
And, well, I might have been talking out of my ass a little bit. I mean,
I mean, they still have the ults online.
they
didn't
do,
really
they
burn
do.
any of
But
them.
they did just get dismantled.
Placing
They should
sentry.
just try to
I
hope
mean,
for opportunities to use them.
Placing
They didn't really
swarm.
have any last round. They were
Up.
taken out so fast into the round.
unfortunately, Silenced has warmed up, and that is not good for bRATz.
Putting a 5-man push into A. Plant and Panic. More waylay shenanigans as Silence just dashes into A short, sealing that space. Forcing all the other players to run back into CT, taking a pick onto Lisa. Running in the top mid, trying to get this pick onto Vic and
Spike
securing
planted.
it. Dustman finding the pick onto Emster.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh. Jolteon whiffing the one shot that could have saved Moj, but managing to get the last one and make it a trade at the very least. It's a Jolteon alone now. Trying to jump onto the wall. Finally gets it. But he's wrapped and Swan manages to take that pick. Bringing the score up to 11-8 for Plant and Panic. Once again, they didn't really have any opportunities to use those ultimates, but they do still have all 5 on board.
And this should be the round they use them. They really cannot let this get away from them any longer. I mean, you already have Jolteon, who already can't buy, so that already puts bRATz in an automatic disadvantage with a 4v5.
And another really fast 8 push coming out of Plant and Panic. As Vic walks out of the smoke, Moj and Emster hold it down in the elbow. Not even needing to use the ult, just using the guns that they have. Finding the shots that they needed to hit in order to take those players. Last 2 players of Plant and Panic, Dustman and Swan. Biding their time in this smoke as they wait for any mistakes from the side of bRATz, but these players are unmoving, these players are patient.
Drop in a smoke.
Round slows to a halt in this 2v4. Sending in the wingman, they finally take this fight and they manage to get it onto
Last
Moj.
player standing.
But Lisa finds the pick onto Swan. Dustman finds a trade onto Vic. That's the 1v1. And Lisa manages to win the 1v1 and bring a 9th round on the board for bRATz. Slowly putting a wrench in the plans of Plant and Panic. Lisa hitting a little emote in celebration. While they did take the round, it was very costly for them, bringing their eco lower. Still managing only to keep 4 rifles into the next round.
Placing sentry. Alarm bot out.
And bRATz still choosing not to utilize any of those ultimates. I mean, all 5 of them still being sat on, just waiting to be used, and Plant and Panic
No peeking.
having some very powerful ultimates on their side as well.
A quick beep out coming out from Dustman and Silenced, as the other 3 players slowly walk up into the A. This attention that they're bringing towards the B site, as Vic ults into the B main area trying to confirm whether or not it's all 5 players, and that she does. She confirms that it's not. And the bRATz players start drifting back towards the A site, where they find the picks.
Spike down
They find picks that they need, bringing the round to a 5v3.
Found one. Get it. Here. 3 for
Swan
3.
being taken out by Vic with that Guardian. It's up to Dustman and Silenced. So Lisa tries to take this fight. Moj just holding down on the bomb. Shots being traded in elbow between Silenced and Moj. Smoke being sent in by Vic. Some damage being found on a Dustman, but not a kill.
One
Silenced
enemy remaining.
turns around, gets Jolteon. But Lisa and Vic just respond, taking out Silence and Dustman, bringing the round count, again, that close to being even. 11-10. Finally using some of the ults that they've just been holding on to this entire half. Taking a round, but Plant and Panic is slowly building up their ultimate economy too. Up to 4. Some mid-aggression immediately being punished by Moj. Seconds into the round as the Waylay ult is sent in onto the B site. And Lisa finds a pick on a Dustman, but Lurk immediately trades.
You will not
Silence
kill
dashing
my
into the
allies.
smoke and being taken out by Jolteon as Lurk
Return to
gets the
dust.
res on a Dustman, immediately responds to the trade of his own onto Jolteon. But Moj taking him out Lurk with a nade as Swan hides in a corner and catches Vic on the walkout. Left in a 2v2 after the dust settles. Emster sending a dog in a site to confirm whether or not there are any players left, and no, she sees that there are none left on the site. But she does confirm that there's one in B main. Jump spotting to maybe find somebody. As the last two players on Play and Panic just wait and bide their time. All four players here. Just patient, waiting for anything from any of the other players on the opposite team.
30 seconds left.
It's one on Dustman walking up. 25 seconds left on the clock to get this bomb down. One Moj walking into the last two.
Last player standing.
Emster finding the pick on a Dustman and some damage as Moj walks out and manages to get the kill. Manages to get the pick on the Swan, evening up the score 11-11.
And this is kind of bRATZ's thing. I mean, we've made jokes about it before. Me and bRATZ, we're all really good friends, and the joke is that they just kind of let people win to give them a sense of hope, and then they start trying. So maybe that's what's going on. I mean, Moj, 24-14, pretty impressive KDA. Vic, not that far behind him in all realistic standards, but bRATZ is slowly clawing their way back.
Opening up this round with just a 5-man push, supported on the back of this Thrash as Silence dashes into the B site, and the Thrash finds no one, but manages to push enough players off of the site, creating the space. And the KJL being sent in, the pick being taken on to the planter, the dog finding Silence, Lisa, and Emster taking shots, getting the kills that they need, using these ultimates to secure this round as they push back the opposite team all the way back into B lobby. Find Jolteon getting a pick on a Dustman. Vic walking out and being taken out by Retro, as Retro dismissing all the way back behind the billboard. Retro finding another pick on Elisa and healing off of it, but Jolteon holding a little cheeky angle.
Last
Lurk
player standing.
tries to wrap around behind, but gets caught out on his own lurk by Moj.
Match point.
bRATZ taking a 12th round, stealing match point.
And you know, Moj still has his ult to work with. I mean, in Plant and Panic, other than Reyna ult, not a whole lot of ults to work with. I mean, yeah, no one's even close. Maybe Sage if they can pop off and get the orbs and the kills, but that's if bRATZ lets that happen.
The hunt begins.
It's looking like Plant Panic is erring a little bit on the side of caution as they create a slower round start, just creeping up into this mid space. Retro P holding down this A main as he turns around, helping his team with his mid take. Plant Panic pausing, just biding their time, waiting. Dustman creeping into the smoke, sending out a blind. As they walk out, take out Lisa, Jolteon taking out Lurk in response, but Swan immediately trading that kill. As Retro posts up in a cheeky position, manages to get Vic and dismiss out. Not out, but forward actually, trying to group up with his team again as they get the bomb down. And bRATZ is left in a 2v4 retake. Using the ult for Moj. Finds no one. As Plant Panic just sit here and hold down all of the angles onto the site. Emster finding Silence.
Last player standing.
But Moj being taken out. Emster being taken out by Dustman Boss.
We're going in overtime. Oh my
Switching
goodness,
sides.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Overtime.
thought Plant and Panic we're gonna lose, but
The game finds itself in overtime. And an immediate timeout being taken by the side of Plant and Panic.
I mean, what much is it to talk about from Plant and Panic? Whatever they're doing is working. They're probably talking about what to do on their defense side. I mean,
Yeah.
like earlier in the game, they were getting slammed on defense, but they did manage to come back from that. So they're gonna try to figure out what they can do right and what they can keep doing right to stop that from ever happening again. Now, on the side for bRATz, I would be I would be talking about what Plant and Panic would possibly be doing as well. I mean, bRATz, they started choking a lot of those attack rounds that they had, and that's what put them in this situation to begin with. The inability to convert a nice little lead into something bigger.
I agree. I think they need to figure out. They were getting a lot of the opening picks, but Plant and Panic was finding ways to just secure those rounds on their defense half. So it's probably just going to be a lot of how to convert those first bloods into round wins as Plant and Panic shifts into the same setup that they were using on their defense half, while bRATz, it's looking like they're aiming to just get a 5-man rush going onto A. Util immediately being sent in. The blinds being thrown forward. As bRATz, as bRATz work their way up into the A side. Moj taking this elbow space, sending the nade into the CT as they find themselves a free site. And Emster getting the bomb down. Molly being sent through by Dustman as Silence gets a pick on Elisa. Swan getting the pick on Emster. Retro getting the pick on a Jolteon.
One enemy remaining.
Silence finding that last pick on the Vic through the smoke. Moj tries to save the round for bRATz.
Last player standing. Clutch.
And
Wow.
that he does.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
Moj going absolutely nuclear.
Switching sides.
Wow,
Match point.
Moj absolutely stealing that round. Right from the grips of Plant and Panic. Bringing a 13th round onto the board and stealing the first match point of overtime
Can someone buy me?
for bRATz.
And now this is where bRATz is going to be tested. This has been their weaker side of the game. So hopefully they can figure something out and send us into map 3.
Another just class A push coming out of the
Spike
side of Plant and
down
Panic.
A.
Moj finding an early pick on the Swan, getting the bomb down. Silence dashing in and being taken out by Emster. Dustman Boss responding, with Vic getting that trade, bringing this to a clean 4v2 for bRATz. Players on Plant and Panic pausing.
Last player standing.
Peeks, but Retro being taken out by Vic. And Lurk also being
Defenders
taken out by Vic.
GG.
As the second game goes to bRATz, bringing us to map 3. These games are close.
They are close. They are very close.
These
And
are very close.
we are going to take another 5-minute break to give the players some time to mentally prepare for their last and final map. We will see you in about 5 to 10 minutes. All right, FLB, welcome back from that extensive break. We are on our third and final map. The decider will be Pearl. bRATz is barely eking out that win against Plant and Panic. But we are ready to go into Pearl. Is bRATz starting on attack or defense? Attack, right?
bRATz is starting attack, yeah.
bRATz starting on attack, as my co-caster Bobby has just said. bRATz really dominating Sunset on attack. So hopefully they can carry that momentum into Pearl. Plant and Panic already locking in their picks. It seems like they've had a long time to think about this, or they're just defaulting to what they feel comfortable with, and bRATz is still hovering.
I'm really interested to see how Plant and Panic is going to play this harbor.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know how the new harbor works. I didn't even watch the rework trailer.
He basically has like an omen smoke now, along with his wall, so that's pretty cool.
A singular omen smoke?
Yeah, it's just one smoke on a 40-second cooldown. It's the cove. It's his signature.
Oh.
And you can place it like an omen smoke, and then you can like activate it again, and then it gets the shield.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I definitely think I think he's way better on this map than he used to be. So I'm really interested to see how they use that. And then for the side of bRATz, it's going to be a little bit more of like a basic comp with the Astra. The Sky is kind of interesting. It's really interesting to see how neither of these teams are using scan initiators. I haven't seen a single one.
That is a good point that I honestly didn't even think about until you brought it up. Speaking of harbor, though, I remember playing against the harbor. He threw something at me, and I was like, "What the hell is that? What is that?"
Yeah, so that's his new C ability. He doesn't have the wall that moves forward anymore. He has kind of a grenade that you throw, and then when it lands, you get slowed and nearsighted.
Oh, so he's just infinitely better now.
Honestly, I wouldn't say infinitely better. I definitely think he lost some of the utility that made him such a strong attacking controller, but I think they kind of evened him out. Like, he's a lot better on defense than he used to be now because of the option to like play that smoke. Because the wall that you can throw, the high tide, on defense a lot of the time you're in like really weird positions where you can't throw it properly, or like it'll have like little sections of it that are like flipping your teammates and slowing them down.
I see. Wow, this is fast.
That was very fast. An immediate push into street coming out of the side of bRATz, excuse me, while Vic is stuck on a wall. Okay. And they continue their push into the A site. Plant being put down. Moj finding the second kill onto Lurk. Taking a little peek into Secret again. Vic getting the pick on the Swan through Flowers as Silence works his way up into Secret. Dustman retaking that Flowers position. Vic looking right outside the smoke as shots are being exchanged between Silence and the rest of the team as he finds a pick onto Jolteon.
Last player standing.
And Vic just swinging out, taking out Dustman Boss as Moj gets a third pick onto Silence. First round of the game going to bRATz.
Never.
That was very fast from bRATz. We were talking about Harbor, and I didn't even realize they had made their way through mid-link already.
I didn't realize that they had already just pushed into mid and made their way into the connector. That was crazy. Just an immediate outburst of speed. That was something I would expect to see from Plant and Panic, honestly.
Yeah. And bRATZ's pistol rounds, they're so good. They are so good.
They are. They're very good. I don't know. Maybe it's not a joke. Maybe Vic is just that good.
This is still really fast from bRATz.
Very, very fast. They execute and immediately getting the bomb down 10 seconds into the round. That's where in a 5-5 retake. Just utter confidence as they know and understand that Plant and Panic is just on a pistol by it.
Oh wow.
Just no respect just running at them. But as a result of that, Plant and Panic manages to get the picks and capitalize off the mistakes that are made and bring it to the
One enemy remaining.
But the stronger guns are just too much to handle, and Plant and Panic. While it was a really good eco, a lot of damage being done, the round does still go.
You bring the
Just
stars.
bRATz.
They are stars, right?
I mean, yes, they won the round, but they lost so many guns and what they could have carried over to the other round. I mean, I didn't even catch the 3 players falling. I don't even know what happened. Was that during when they all pushed their spawn or what?
It was the 3 players that were pushing spawn. They were just they got like some picks, but then were immediately just getting traded out.
Yeah,
bRATz,
that is
again,
one thing I'll say about Plant and Panic before we get into this round. Plant and Panic's trades are just so good, and Moj carrying it on.
They understand. They have the weaker buy, and closer fights will usually favor the weaker guns. So they just run it down mid again, running into street, through the connector, through arc, through to the E site. Just these oppressive, overwhelming, forceful pushes coming out of the side of bRATz as Plant and Panic is in a 2v3, or excuse me, 3v5 retake. And Lisa getting real cheeky, walking in through water and getting that pick on the
One enemy
Dutchman,
remaining.
not getting punished. Silence finding a trade. And some scramble happening in art as Lisa's unaware of Silence's position. And Silence down to 11 HP in a 1v3. He opts to just save his gun and run away.
I mean,
These rounds were
bRATz,
fast.
bRATz really just damaging PAP's economy just like that, and holding tab. Silence looks like he's in dire help from his teammates right now.
Yeah. Looking like he's the only one really with any kills on the board. Dustman has 1, but none of those picks were able to salvage them around together. And now they're back down low by.
And by no means are we shitting on these players on the side of Plant and Panic, but people who've been watching Plant and Panic, they just know how good they are. I mean, Swan, insane player, but it looks like he's having a little bit of a slow game this map.
Yeah, all 3 of these players, Retro, Swan, and
Covering
Lurk,
it.
all proven that they can definitely frag out, but it's looking like just a couple of slow starts coming out.
Fulfillment.
bRATz immediately with a push through the A link or through the A main. Ooh, looked like a team flash there as Moj dashed into the art smoke and gets taken out with Lurk. But Big responding with the trade, getting another Lurk. As Lisa walks into the same smoke and gets taken out.
Spike planted. Hawk out.
Bomb being put down. Hamster taking some damage from the molly and being forced out of position. Swan capitalizing off of that.
Flashbang.
Flash being sent through. Smoke being sent for the retake. Shield being activated.
One
As
enemy
Dustman is
remaining.
on the flank with the pinch. And he manages to get Jolteon, but Vic responds, getting hit with the utility.
One enemy remaining.
Needing to ace to save this round, but Silence just sticks it and manages, with the shield from that new harbor smoke, with the shield, manages to get the bomb defused.
Plant and Panic's eco rounds are also just really entertaining to watch. They are completely dismantling complete buy rounds.
Now
With
we
just
wait.
stingers, honestly. They're doing it with like stingers and sheriffs.
I mean, the Stinger is the best gun in the game. I will stand by that. That gun is just...
Yeah, honestly, I agree. It's just a pocket vandal.
Exactly.
Get out of my way.
A heavy B push coming out of the side of bRATz now. As Silence works up, gets the flash off, but doesn't manage to get a pick with it. Manages to get out with his life as bRATz just continues down this
I've
B
got
main
your
angle.
trail.
Moj dashing over the smoke and into the site. Dustman getting the picks on the on Moj and the Phoenix ult. But Emster walks in, manages to trade. Getting the bomb down. Lurk manages to get Lisa. Silence on the walk and gets Vic. Retro gets Jolteon on Emster before being taken out. He manages to get Lurk and Silence. He will secure that round for Plant and Panic.
This is a fast game from both teams. It doesn't matter what side you're on.
These rounds are... they're like blazing fast. It's crazy. It's like the clock never even gets down to a minute.
It is, I mean, Plant and Panic is so reactive on what bRATz is doing. bRATz never really having an opportunity to breathe, never really having an opportunity to set up as Plant and Panic is there. They're waiting. They don't want to give bRATz that time to get the advantageous positions, and they want to take that away from them. I mean, that is one thing that I think Plant and Panic is doing significantly better than bRATz. bRATz is kind of a go with the flow, try to play your positions type team. Plant and Panic wants to counter all of that immediately.
You are divided!
We're going to immediately open up this round with the Astra ult. Triggering the wall and just biding her time, backing up. Silenced with the collateral through the wall!
Both duelists as well.
Yeah, onto both of the characters that are supposed to engage this fight. And now Jolteon on alert, he's getting picked out by Retro.
What?
Somehow this round is down to like a 2v3. Vic getting spotted out by Lurk, trying to walk onto the A site, but Emster's making a fast break for the B site, but doesn't know that Silence is right here waiting. Silence knows, and he's gonna take advantage of it.
Oh no.
And he's gonna let them get the bomb down and just defuse it. Easy as that. Third round. Going to Plant and Panic. Wow. These are crazy rounds.
Silence is...
Silence just
Holy.
putting in work.
12-2.
He's 12-2, 6 rounds into the game. Wow.
I cannot believe he got a collat on them both duelists.
That shot was crazy.
Through the smoke.
Through the wall. Over the vice wall. That was crazy. Now it's looking like bRATz just wants to open up with this classic street push that they have going. Sending the smoke through. But Dustman, he's in perfect position with his blind. And he sends it through. bRATz aware of his position now. Swan finding Lisa on a little walk through art as Jolteon just waits for the smokes to drop. Patience earns Jolteon the kill on the Dustman. Shots are traded between Vic and Lurk. Swan gets in position to help his teammate against his Astra.
Spike will go down at the very least.
My ult's ready.
Yeah, at the very least, bRATz manages to get through to the B site through street and get this bomb down. It's Vic. Now she's behind these retaking players. bRATz has brought themselves into a really good position. But Plant and Panic, they're letting this fight go. They're letting it rip.
Last player standing.
But they're getting caught out. Not big enough. Moj manages to get out of range and keep her gun and get the picks.
You know, this just looks like a game of Moj versus Silence. Which one can come out on top?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's looking like. It's Moj with the supporting cast against Silenced with the supporting cast. That's what this game is looking like so far.
Well, I mean, Vic has 9 kills. Vic's also popping off.
Oh, that is true. It's Moj and Vic.
Now we wait.
I'm just in shock about how fast these rounds are going and how reactive he is.
It's
actually so entertaining to watch.
It's honestly kind of hard to keep up. These rounds are just going blisteringly fast. But this one is taking a little bit of a slower start.
I've got your
bRATz
trail.
looking into the art and letting that sky ult rip. But Retro.
Roll one.
Moj finding a pick on a Dustman, Lisa finding a pick on a Lurk, and they just take the A site. They just work their way onto the A site. Retro has an angle onto Vic
Spike
and
planted.
catches her jumping into Astral Form. Retro gets another pick on the Emster,
Blocking sight.
while Silence still is working his way over to the site to help with the retake. Oh, Phoenix Wall being sent through, trying to stop Retro, and he just walks through it, not a care in the world. Finds the pick onto Lisa, and drops, thinks about dropping the smoke, and Silence rips his ult. Drops the smoke onto the bomb. And sends the ult through.
Wow.
Blocking fire.
Last player
Oh, and the shield being
standing.
put up. Kill on a Moj. Or Moj gets a kill on a Silence, and Moj jumping in through the shield, getting Retro. And securing
Moj
his
is on
round for
fire.
5 bRATz. This guy's 14-4.
He's gonna drop 20 before
Wow.
half.
Yeah, we're gonna get 20 kills from at least one person before we even switch sides. These rounds are so fast.
And you can tell how confident Moj is feeling right now. He is just swinging everything, and he's working. Working? And that's working.
A B push coming out of the side of bRATz, but Moj is sitting here watching this mid angle, trying to make sure nobody comes through behind them. Dustman with just a ghost to his name, staying onto the side, trying to stall this push. As he walks into the smoke, and he gets sprayed down as he tries to get out of his life. And Lurk manages to find two,
Spike
but
down,
Moj
B.
finding Swan in the mid. Emster in a good position in his back hall. He
planted.
gets spotted out by Lurk on the top. The bomb is finally being planted down by Lisa. Lurk getting another pick on a Jolteon. This Spectre, wow. Harbor Wall being sent through. A heal. A little bit for the side of bRATz.
200.
Yeah, Lisa getting 200
One
pumped by
enemy
Retro
remaining.
as Silence gets picked on an Emster from behind.
Round in sight.
And Plant Panic. Lurk getting 3 with this Spectre.
Here.
I'm just convinced that
Panic
Plant
on
Panic
mobile.
cannot buy rifles. They cannot buy rifles. They have to stick out the
Thrifty.
Stingers and the Spectres. They are too good at them.
Yeah, this is an SMG team if I've ever seen one.
Like, what is that from PAP?
I don't know. I have no idea how Lurk managed to get those picks, but I mean, hey, the Spectre just got buffed, so
Again? Or...
no, I'm talking about the last one that came out with Harbor.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did I miss something?
No, I'm talking about the one that came out like 2 weeks ago or something.
Oh, right.
But yeah, these rounds are opening up, slowly starting to get slower and slower. But bRATz has no intention of slowing down. As Moj runs down the A main,
Concealment.
gets taken out by Silence, and
Obscuring
Silence just TP's out, satisfied, taking out the top frag of bRATz.
Cover going out.
Some of the bRATz players, Lisa and Emster, just walking into art, and utility through, flashes, walls. And Vic finding 2 as Lurk manages to find Jolteon. Retro doing everything in his power to stall this plan, but he can't. Ooh, a couple of whiff shots onto Lisa as Lurk manages to get the pick on the Vic. Left in a 2v3 with Dustman on the Lurk, Dustman on the flank, pinching from behind. The blind on Lisa as he gets the pick onto Emster. Really good flank coming out of Dustman. Good retake coming out from the side of Plant Panic. Bringing the score to an even 5-5.
You know, I know Moj is feeling himself, but I think Moj does need to start slowing down for his team. They cannot keep up with him.
Yeah, I think if he slowed down a little bit at the start of that round and maybe double swung, silenced or something. But it's looking like this round is going to be a little bit of a
Get
lurk
out of my
coming out of
way.
Lisa into the mid. Silenced operator online while bRATz Much slower this time, they're walking down the lane again. Silence whiffing the shot onto Lisa, TPing out. And running in to support the A push. Baiting out this wall. As Silence posts up in secret. Holding this angle. bRATz taking a little bit of a pause now that they're aware of the operator. Setting a flashback sight, a shot being thrown through and missed. Smoke being a little bit misplaced, and Silence managing to get a shot onto Moj, finding it. Jolteon running into the center site, letting the ult rip, but Silence getting the pick right before,
Spike
or right
planted.
after Jolteon is able to get it off. Lisa finding the pick on the lurk.
Careful now.
Molly being sent through, trying to stall if Silence is pushing up or something. Vic getting a pick through the connector,
No, you don't.
and is aware of Dustman right now. As
Enemy
Lisa
remaining.
in the CT gets a pick onto Swan. Silence with a 3K, TP's out. Possibly considering just saving the op at this point. And yeah, looks like it's just going to be a save. Trying to keep this op online. It is an expensive gun.
He did get his value out of it. 4,700 credits got
Last
him
round
2
before
easy
the
kills, and Silence sitting at 17 and 5. But on the other side, you have Moj and Vic sitting at 15 and 7 and 13 and 5. And you know, Swan having a bit of a rough game. 3 and 10. Not something we'd really expect out of a player like him. He's been doing phenomenal this whole season. But it looks like he's, like I said earlier, he's just struggling to get this game locked in, and over time, PAP is paying for that.
Yeah. Speaking
Joke's
of
over.
PAP, Silence
You're
pushing
dead.
up. Missing the shot onto Emster, but managing to TP out. Keeping that operator as Lisa Phoenix ults onto the site. The Phoenix ult, while it does take space and manages to get Moj into this heart position,
Time to
it's
jump.
taken out. A lot of ults being sent out onto the A side, trying to stall whatever push.
You are divided!
As the Astro ult is being sent through.
Wait, look at
Reading
Emster.
with
Look at
pocket.
bRATz.
Oh, Emster just walking down B.
And he's
Silence
in
still here
such
with
a
the
good
operator.
position.
He's in such a good position to punish this. Gets one. Oh,
Spike
but gets
down
taken out
B.
before he's able to TP away.
Cover going out.
And the bomb is now being planted. It's a
Spike
3v4
planted.
with Moj on the backstab. As the other 3 players of Plant and Panic run in through the CT. Moj finally getting a pick on a Dustman.
Man, come
One enemy remaining.
Ew!
Vic wrapping around through the CT gets 2. Now it's up to a 1v2 from Retro.
Ground in sight.
One enemy remaining.
Retro managing to get this pick,
Let's turn the tide.
sending the ult out.
It could go either way.
Unaware of this position from Lisa from behind. And Lisa taking the kill, securing the final round of this half for bRATz.
What was that?
Switching
What were
sides.
those shots from Vic? That was disgusting.
Wow. That was a round. A lot of good shots. A lot of good positioning on the side of bRATz. Wow, that was good. Really interested to see how they're going to play this defense half.
And even then, their defense, it's not even that bad. I've seen worse.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen much worse comps than
And
this. I
with
think this one.
PAP's, with PAP's comp, they really don't have a hard entry.
Yeah, no, they don't. Really, it's just the Yoru, and Yoru's not the greatest at breaking those crossfires or like moving those crosshairs what you would want an entry to.
Cutting through.
But 5-man walk down B main.
damn it!
Silence TPing into the back hall. As Lurk gets pulled out through the smoke, it still manages to find the pick onto Vic. But Lisa responding in kind with the trade. Dustman and Silence getting the picks on Elisa and Jolteon, respectively, as the bomb goes down. Moj on the flank
One
manages to get the
enemy
pick on a Silence as he TPs away, but Dustman pushes up into the CT and gets Emster. It's up to a 1v3 from Moj on 8 HP. And it's just patience as the rest of them playing Panic just bides their time to secure this round. As our stream op would say, 6-7.
That's like the worst thing to ever grace the face of this earth. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
It's like the old 21 joke. You remember that? The 9 + 10,
Yeah.
21? It's like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything. It's just dumb. It's funny.
I feel like we didn't say 21 as much as people say 6-7 though. This one's gone a little overboard.
Speaking of
Slow
overboard,
round.
very slow push coming out through mid. I don't know what that has to do with overboard.
Not
Moj
sure.
getting
but
a little bit of contact into Art as the 3 Plant and Panic players run in. Silence getting a pick on the street. Finding that pick on Elisa. Sends a clone through.
You're done.
Mo's not taking the bait, but Silence still finding those kills. As Play and Panic just makes it, they book it to the B side trying to get this bomb down. As the last 2 players of bRATz also booking it to the B side.
Last player
Smoke's
standing.
being sent through and a rat being sent through, but Vic doesn't expect the second one. Even score now, 7-7.
Look for my
And
shadows.
only
they
1
will
gun
hide
being
you.
lost by the side of Plant and Panic.
You know, this is bRATz. This is their time to come back to show us what their defense is made out of. They finally are able to buy guns, but I may have been wrong about Silence. He is doing a really good job of entering as this duelist.
Yeah, Silence is really making the solo Yoru attack work
Time to
somehow. And just running down this A-main 5-man push. KO knife being sent through, catching nobody on the closer angles. As the blinds and the walls, the abilities are being sent in. Space being taken. Shots being exchanged. And bRATz manages to get to while Lurk gets a trade of his own. Bomb is set down,
Last player
but
standing.
the weaker guns are just not enough. Side players die. It's up to just Silence, and he's spammed through the smoke. Securing an 8th round for bRATz.
Team Ace.
Can I just say that while we're spectating Vic that I don't know if I hate or like that Vandal skin. I'm just so not sure about it.
About
The
this.
new one?
Yeah, I don't know if I hate it or like it.
I'm not a fan. I don't like the way it sounds.
I don't like the way it looks.
I honestly don't mind the way it looks. I can't stand the way it sounds though. That is just me though.
Who's next?
They Plant and Panic using the Yoru ult, sending another push through A main, finding this pick onto Moj. Silence spotting him for the team. Once again, Silence spotting Emster for the team, but Emster manages to get one. As Silence TP's back into main, reconvening with the team. Both teams slowing down a little bit here. Just trying to regroup, collect a little bit of information. As Lurk, on a Lurk, is pushing in through Art. No, he doubles back, tries to go in through the water. He's gonna catch Lisa on the walk up. Manages to get that pick. And now Plant and Panic, they're just more than happy to sit back and abide their time. But
No.
oh my god, oh my god.
That looked painful.
Jolteon getting the knife pick onto Lurk. Unaware of his behind. Plant and Panic now kind of being forced to walk onto this A site as they're being pressured from all other
Last
sides.
player
But
standing.
Jolteon being caught with the knife out. Hamster
planted.
being caught out by Retro P. Knocked out to Vic in a 1v2. Taking some damage, but managing to get out of that situation alive. These Plant and Panic players, once again, just more than happy to sit and wait. Retro P getting a little excited, jumping as he takes the first shot, but still managing to get that last landed shot that he needs to even up the score for his team.
These rounds are once again just so back and forth. It makes it really hard to pick a favorite, even though
Yeah.
my favorite was bRATz. It
This is
wasn't very
such-
hard at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, such an even game so far on all three maps. Really evenly matched teams. Looks like a mid push coming out of the side of Plant and Panic. Silence solo walking down A, holding this with a classic. Plant and Panic really taking their time with this push. Just contacting up, making sure, trying to catch anybody off guard with just the number of bodies that they have. Wall being sent through, trying to take this art control. But Emster's ahead of the wall. Emster and Vic are ahead of the wall. Flash being sent through. Vic getting traded
Spike
out.
down A.
Moj. Trading in time.
Last player standing.
After the gunshot settle, it's just a 1v3 being left. Now they're aware of this position. Lurk getting one. But Emster securing their 9th round.
We know what we're doing. Trust each other and we'll be fine.
It's so funny watching this because no team has really had the chance to build economy so far. It's just been back and forth. Buy versus eco, eco versus buy.
Yeah, there haven't really been any like super strong heavy buys from either team as well. Like it's been like 4 players with rifles and full armor and one of them with like
I
a
got
stinger
yous,
or a
okay?
sheriff or something. No team has really had an opportunity to build like a solid eco or like a lead. Whew. Wow. Early walk down in main. Silence sending a clone in through mid as Silence and Retro just group up. Getting ready for this A push. Smoke's being sent through. Shots being sent in. Emster missing with the rifle and being taken out by Classics. Dustman Boss retrieving that gun. So Jolteon, retake. Lisa, but Lurk responding in
One
time.
enemy remaining.
Lisa again. Lisa with this Phoenix ult. Just taking charge and wrapping behind those 2 players. Putting the Molly in and finding a 4th pick onto Retro P.
Okay, Lisa. Okay.
Alright. Some really good shots coming out from Lisa. Popping the ult, getting a 4K, and is already halfway back.
New tactics,
to
keep
her
it
next
fresh,
ult.
yeah?
Widening the gap between 2 teams. Looking like Plant and Panic is trying to go for a B push this round.
Placing wall trap.
Jolteon, can we please get out of the sight line? Oh my god, you're making me nervous.
One suppressed. Throwing charge.
Well, Jolteon's gonna get spotted out in that position, but Vic is immediately gonna... Vic and Lisa immediately gonna rotate over and try to support the Sentinel player. Lisa getting a
Spike
pick.
down B.
As Plant and Panic fall back a little bit, trying to get off the angle. Now the bomb's just down.
Don't we pick up Jolteon? Oh my god, Jolteon, stop. Stop it!
These are risky shots that Jolteon is taking right now at 6 HP.
Oh my god.
And Jolteon gets punished. But Moj immediately responding with a trade. Moj
Last
aware of
player
that walk
standing.
around, of that wrap. Lisa getting the pick on a lurk. And they finally spot Duskman Boss, but 3 HP, not much you can do there. That is the 11th round on the board for bRATz. And Plan Panic
Yeah,
taking a
I would-
timeout.
I would
Very
timeout too.
needed. A very needed timeout, I agree.
Because what are they gonna do about Lisa heating up, Vic heating up, Emser
And
starting to
Moj.
hit his shots as well. Moj has been on a heater this entire game.
Oh man. This whole game has just been Moj starting off on like an immediate heater, and then the rest of the team just like picking up the pace round by round. And now that the entirety of bRATz is online, what is Plan Panic gonna do in response? Some of their players still need to come online.
Silenced, probably begging his team for some help, saying that, yes, we're doing good, but I can't do this alone. Lurk, 10 kills behind him, and Dust and Swan both having really, really rough games, unable to really pick anything up, make anything move. It's been rough for them.
Yeah, this has definitely been a rough game for those two. 9 and 16, 5 and 15. But there are still rounds left to be played. The Skyle immediately being ripped, catching all of these players
Need that back.
on A main, the information being confirmed as Lisa and Vic rotate over. Plan Panic taking a little bit of a pause
Cutting through.
as they set up and get into position. Maybe debating whether or not to execute onto this site.
You are powerless. Cover going out.
As the abilities are finally sent through, the execute takes place, and the site is Plan Panic's. But Vic, cheeky in the smoke.
Oh my god.
Oh, walks through, manages to get two, but Plan Panic immediately responds with two of their own. As they walk through the CT, trying to get through on a Jolteon.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
god.
And Lurk finds that pick. Lisa and Moj left in the 1v3.
Last player standing.
Silence getting a pick on a Moj. A 1v3 now for Lisa. But two of these players are on low HP, which is doable. Lisa finds one,
Your biggest
but
mistake
Silence
was that you pissed me off.
puts the Phoenix down and finds the 9th round for his team.
The round was definitely winnable if, I don't want to say it, man. I don't want to say it. I'm gonna say it. If Jolteon didn't whiff.
If the shots connected when everybody needed them to, this game
That was
would be
such
over
a good
already.
flank by him,
Cutting
too.
It was, I agree.
I'll handle this.
The Ural being sent through by Silenced. Just trying to find information on who's on this site. While the rest of his team just runs through Moj, trying to get a pick, but dashes out, but gets spammed through the smoke. Alert.
Spike
Plant
planted.
being put down, and the ult being sent through. While walking through Seeker, while Vic sits in flowers and gets taken out by Dustman Boss, who immediately replaces their position. Finds the pick onto Jolteon. Someone tapped the bomb. Lisa in her Phoenix ult, as they all double back, reinforcing the site. Lisa walking through,
One enemy
getting a
remaining.
pick onto Dustman Boss, but in a familiar 1v3 situation, which she finds herself in. Flash being sent through. And a 10th round, Silence brings a 10th round onto the board. Once again, really close to evening up the score. These games are so back and forth. This game is it's so back and forth.
It is back and forth, and my heater just kicked on, and my house is really warm, and I'm all cozy, and I'm tired. Holy fuck. Oh, shoot. We're on stream. Holy moly is what I meant to say.
Thanks.
Sorry. Whoops, my bad.
Another fast A pop, but
Obscuring vision. Need
it's
that
looking like a fake. The bomb is on the B side. The bomb is top of B main right now. Playing Panic. All of this utility is being sent through. Silenced. TP's out. Reconvening with the B players. As Retro and Swan run away. Having pulled the rotates that they needed
Time to
to,
jump.
the rest of the team is happy to walk down B.
Okay, so
Lurks
let's
finds
just
that pick on a Jolteon.
do the smoke.
I don't understand how he got that. What? And now it's a 4v5 retake. Sending the dog through. Silence gets the pick on Elisa mid and just TP's out. Dempster sending the flash into the back hall.
Last player standing.
Silence getting 2 through the CT. But it's all up to Moj. Moj and the Sheriff against the world. As Silence gets the 4th pick. And is already 2
Mental
points away from the goal.
fortitude of PAP is insane.
They were down, what was it? 11 to
9.
like what, 8? It was like 11
Or
8,
something
I
like
think.
that. And they were put on ecos, and when they were down that
They
low,
had the-
my mental would be destroyed.
They had
Like,
the low
mental
buys
fortitude.
and everything.
Insane.
But I mean, like, look at the real MVP Silence. This guy is 32 and 13. He is like the lifeline for PAP right now.
You know, if we think about it like this, if everyone on bRATz gets their 1, then bRATz wins. Boom.
You're not wrong.
I am just not a big fan of where Jolteon's playing. Oh, that is such a one and done spot.
Looking like a quick A walk up. No noise being made from the side of Plant and Panic as they set up for this A, execute this A pop. I think the position here is to try to like punish the wall bait.
If that's the case, then he should be playing a little closer up to punish the person jump peeking, but he's playing so far back.
So, Yoral being sent through again. Oh, he grabbed both ult orbs to just ult the next round. And finds the pick for Dustman Boss over the wall. Silence TPing back. The bomb is now in bRATz control.
I got the spot.
Spamming through.
Okay, Jolteon.
Pick on a Silence through the smoke. Left in a
30
3v4.
seconds left.
Trying to pick up this bomb. Lurk getting a pick onto Vic. And just jumping across. Both teams happy to take pauses.
Scatter.
Oh,
Vic
oh my god.
Ulting.
10 seconds left. One.
Jolteon!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
The ace! Oh my god!
And we didn't even get it on stream.
Match point.
Nice.
Whoa! Yo, good job, Marcy. Whoa! That was a crazy ace.
And when bRATz needed him most, Jolteon stepped up.
Showed up.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
To bring them to match point.
Get there.
With the ace. Oh man, if you were talking about mental fortitude earlier, they're gonna need it now.
Oh yeah.
Running into
well, that's a good
street,
start.
Swan getting the first pick. This, I mean, maybe they do have that mental fortitude that they need for this to bring this into overtime. To execute. The walls, the smokes being sent through, the mollies. Vic can't even move.
Spike planted.
Now it's a 5v4. Jolteon sitting in the smoke as the other 2 players walk up street. Get the pick on the Swan.
Jolteon feeling
getting
himself
2!
now.
Well divided.
But gets taken out by Dustman Boss.
One enemy
Dustman,
remaining.
they're unaware of Retro's position.
player standing.
Oh, but Retro wasn't aware of that. Molly being sent through, pushing Retro out.
G-
And Lisa
G-
gets the final pick, gets the defuse, securing
Defenders win.
match point of map 3
I'm
to
gonna
win the
break
game
cross.
for
Double win,
bRATz.
baby.
bRATz
2-1.
pulling it out.
Wow, what a last 2 rounds.
Every map so close, but bRATz is able to make it to the finish line, and they pull the series out 2-1.
Wow. That was that ace from Jolteon. That's what, oh my gosh. I'm speechless. That was, those last 2 rounds were something else.
They were insane.
Jolteon showing up absolutely when the team needed him. And then that last round, the fights being taken, everything. Jolteon, again, showing up when the team needed. Wow.
And very well played by Plant and Panic. A brand new team. They're able to say that they made it to quarters. We're in quarters.
I think this is round 1.
Well, whatever round they made it to. They made it,
They made it to
so
playoffs.
far into the season. They made it to playoffs as a brand new team, and they dominated as well. Yes,
Oh.
they fell short in the end, but they have to take their wins where they can get them.
Another thing, Silenced is a sub.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, anyways, on that note, GG to bRATz. Congratulations on beating Plant and Panic. Plant and Panic, we hope to see you next season. I know your run was cut short. I know you're hoping for something else, but we would love to have you back. And you had a very, very, very impressive season.
I agree. GG's
FLV,
to both teams.
FLV, my name is Entry. I was
My name is
joined by Bobby. We will
Bobby
talk to y'all
Sauce.
later.